Alrighty then, what is going on everybody, it's your boy Sunny here. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys my Scourge Warlocke build. This was actually requested by one of my subscribers, so let me just give a quick notice. This is not my main, so the stuff on there's really nothing, so I just want to clear that out of the way. But if this is going to be your main, I'm going to put you in the right direction that you want to go in for the Scourge Warlocke. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. For the gear, I'm rocking the Dust Raid Cap with an Elven Assault long coat, Dust Assault wrist guards, and the Dusk Assault pages. I don't know, it's something, whatever that is. And why you want to rock the Dusk is right here. When you're in a party, you gain 5,000 hit points, 1,000 power, 1,000 defense. That's pretty big. That's why I like the Dusk 3-piece set. No, sorry, 2-piece set. 3 gives you the movement speed. For your artifacts, the Sigil of Devoted Cleric is going to be either your main or the Wheel of Elements, whatever you can get. If you can get the Wheel, use the Wheel. If you can get the Sigil, which is free, the Sigil until you can get the Wheel. For your other 3 artifacts, you want the Ranger of Revelation. You don't want these two, which you actually want. Thayan. You want the Thayan Book of the Dead, and you also want the Tiamat's Orb. Tiamat's Orb, but you don't have to actually buy the Tiamat Orb. You can still get the Lost Mouth Horn and exchange it for whatever artifact you want up in the Enclave. So if you want to do it that way before the time runs out, I suggest you get on that. So those are the artifacts you're going to want. In terms of the third one, you're going to want to put in the set that you're going for, which is either going to be the Black Ice set, which is the cheaper version, or the Orcus set, which is the very expensive one. But in terms of DPS, you will get more from using the Orcus set. So for rings, you're going to want to use the Horizon, Precision, Power, Brutal, Brutality, or the Sudden Precision or Rising. Either one of the Power and Crit, either Rising or Sudden ones. In terms of your shirt and pants, I'm rocking the Drow undercoat. What you want to do is go for the 145 eventually. Shirt. Want the Gemmed Exquisite Elemental shirt and the Gemmed Exquisite pants. So those are what you want to get eventually. Until you get those, the Drow are very reliable. Moving on to the main and offhand. You're going to want to go for the Twisted set, or you can use the Elemental set, but the Twisted is better because of just the power increased by 1,000. And for the artifact powers, I do not have a Twisted set, unfortunately, for this guy yet. But for the main hand power, you're going to want to make sure you get, where is it? The Essence, find the Hellish Rebuke one, more damage out of that, and then you're going to want to use All-Consuming Curse in your offhand with action point gain as high as possible. For your stats roll, you're going to want to roll Constitution and Charisma as high as possible, and avoid into each of them. And most importantly, for the race, you can either use Dragonborn, or Human, or even Tiefling. All 3 are very reliable for your powers. No, let's go into feats first, sorry. Now, in this new Mod 10 update, there's been a big thing between Soulbinder and Hellbringer. Now, back in Mod 10, Soulbinder was the way to go, but now in Mod 9, Soulbinder was the way to go, but in Mod 10, Hellbringer is the new Soulbinder. So, if you're a Soulbinder, go Hellbringer. You're going to see more DPS out of it. So, I'm just going to go through these pretty quickly. 1 of 5, Energizing Curse, 3-3 Weapon Master, 3-3 Toughness, 3-3 Empowered Rituals, 5 of 5, 5 of 5 in there, 3 and 3 in there, 2 of 5 in there. And now the next thing, something else that's pretty big, is what should I do? Fury or Damnation? By all means, Fury, in my opinion. A Fury Hellbringer does way more DPS than a Hellbringer Damnation or Soulbinder Fury or Damnation. So if you want pure DPS, this is the way to go. I'm gonna run through these quickly. 5 of 5 in here, 5 of 5 in there, there, and then of course 1 and 2, your creeping death. Now the next thing you're gonna want to do is come down to Temptation, and what you're gonna want is this Dark Revelry. So this is pretty big. Now a lot of Scourge Warlocks will say, it's okay. No, it's good, because look at this. It gives you 20% more power and movement speed for 5 seconds. That's quite a bit, and it procs a lot. Now, for your powers and your RT, we're going to go with the Hellish Rebuke, LT, Hand of Blight. For your X, Y, and B, your encounters, you're going to put, where is it? Arms of Hadar, Power of Pillar, and the Fiery Bolt. And for your active class features, Flames of Empowerment, and All-Consuming Curse. Now you want to get all of these points and all of these, and then, sorry about that, dailies. Your 2 dailies are going to be Gates of Hell and Tyrannical Curse, sorry. This Brood of Hadar is actually pretty good too. So if you're running with another Scourge Warlock, you might want to one of you run the Gates of Hell, and one of you want to run this one. And then as well as with Fiery Bolt, okay, you're going to switch out this encounter. If you're going against single target, like a boss, you're going to want to switch out Fiery Bolt for killing flames. So when you're fighting a boss, or you're just running through, there's one enemy or something like that, or even, if there's not mobs, if it's not a mob dungeon or not a mob zone, use Killing Flames. For your boons, the Underdark, you're going to want 2%. You're going to go with Cold Hearted, sorry, Hardy Constitution, Chill Determination, Glacial Strength, and you're going to want Chill of Winter. For Sharandar, you're going to want Dark Fey Hunter, Fey Precision, Elven Haste, Elven Ferocity, and then Elvish Fury. Dreadring, you're going to want the Conjurer's Gambit, Evoker's Thirst, Forbidden Piercing, Shadow Touch, and Rampaging Madness. Icewind Dale, Scorching Tactics, Apparition of Warmth, Sleet Skills, Cool Resolve, and Winter's Bounty, the Underdark. Formidable Might, Formidable Focus, Drow Ambush Tactics, Darwin Stamina, and of course Abyssal Strikes. And for the Tyranny of Dragon, Dragon Claws, Dragon's Gaze, Draconic Armor Breaker, Dragon's Greed, and you're going to put Dragon Fury for the rest of your points. Now for your boons, if you're in one, you're going to want to take the power one. For defense, now I prefer the hit points bonus over the lifesteal and the defense, just because this makes us a lot more tankier. And this, I kind of die more when using defense or lifesteal boon, because, defense it's alright, but I'd rather have a lot more hit points. And utility, you can either use the balance speed, or if you need power points, XP, Underdark, Abyssal, Siphoning, Demonic Influence, Demonic Swiftness, and then Behemoth's Might, and the Elemental Evil is Wave of Force, Heart of Stone, Searing Aggression, and then you want Gale of Retribution. And I'm sorry for your, I didn't even tell you guys what to stack in your armor, your defense and offense, and your weapon and stuff, enchantment and defense. So with offense enchantments, you're going to want to stack eventually Brutals. Now when you can stack Brutals, what you're going to do in place of those is either put Radiance or Zur. It's kind of a mix of the two. And then in your defense, you want all dark in every single one. For your utility, it really doesn't matter. Dragon Horde, Dark, Fey Blessing, Quartermaster, that doesn't matter utility. So for your armor enchantment, you're going to want to use Negation, Shadow Claw, or Soul Forge. Those are going to be your three best ones. And for the weapon enchantment, hands down either the Dread or the Vorpal. Those are your only two options when it comes to pure DPS for your weapon enchantment. Now let's talk about companions. You can pretty much use whatever striker companion you feel suitable with. Mercenary, Fire Archon, but hands down the best one is indeed the Con Artist, and he's just a monster. Now you have to get him at the worst rating possible. When you rank him up all the way to legendary, because don't be discouraged about this defense slot. You get 3 rings, and then check this out. If all of you guys are running Mercenary, Con Artist, right? On the final strike of Wicked Strike, now shreds 10% of your target's defense. That's 50% defense reduction off of a target, off of a boss, I should say. If all 5 of you are running this companion, that's insane. For your mounts, of course, you're going to want Wanderer's Fortune. You're going to want Protector's Camaraderie if you have it. With these, it's kind of whatever you have, because I don't know what mounts you have. If you have a legendary mount, of course, you're going to want to use Cavaliers. Where is it? Cavaliers Warning. So if you have a legendary, use this, of course. So it just really just depends on what kind of mount you have, and the insignias, whatever you have, you know. With these, it's kind of whatever mount you have, but you definitely want to have Wanderer's Fortune on all your guys. So with the mounts, it's a little bit harder because everybody's mounts are different. In terms of equip power, like the same thing. That's whatever you have. So let me just show you guys a quick little rotation. Mark your targets. Throw up your pillar. Next, Arms of Hadar. Your fire. Pop your tyrannical threat. There's my dart. You see the dart top. Tapped again, dart. Just gonna keep spamming this for a couple. Bang. So that's going to be your rotation now. I'm going to show you a little bit of the build in action against some real targets here in a second. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to queue up for a dungeon and show you what kind of DPS I actually can do. But like I said, I don't even have really anything on him because he's not my main. He's just a money guy. But all in all, I'm very knowledgeable about all the classes, so if you guys want me to do another build for another class, or you need help, just let me know down in the comments below. But let me just find you a quick little group of enemies. So, another tyrannical, you're still going to want to use it. You're just going to want to mark it the guy who has his health. So as you can see, I have nothing on. Absolutely nothing. No enchantments, no rings. My artifacts are kind of crappy, and I'm still able to mow down these enemies and be strong. As you can see, I'm not really losing any health, and whatever health I am losing, I'm gaining it right back from all this lifesteal and stuff. So let's see. Let me put on my Killing Flames just to show you what this does. Let's see if I can make soul to spawn.